Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick review on this DOOGEE V30T rugged smartphone. It has 256 gigabytes of storage and 20 gigabytes of RAM. That's 12 gigabytes of RAM plus 8 gigabytes of VRAM. And inside, you'll get the actual phone. Very big, very rugged. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. You'll also get a bunch of other things in here. You'll get a screen protector. You'll get a warranty card, screen protector accessories, the manual, and more stuff. Over here is the charging box, and there are 3 different levels of voltage here. I don't know if you could see. I'm trying to get the camera to focus on it. It does 5 volts at 3 amps, 12 volts at 3 amps, and it does 20 volts at 3.25 amps, and that gives it a lot of wattage. I think that's 65 watts, which is crazy. It also has this USB-C to C cable right here, USB-C to C. Let's take a look at the actual phone. If you open it up, it comes with this little screen protector on. Obviously I took it off already to test it out. So here is the actual phone. It's in the setup screen, and I actually do a lot of research before I buy phones, and I decided to buy the DOOGEE V30T. I have a Pixel 6a as my main driver, but I needed a second phone for hikes, camping, and longer outdoor trips. The battery life, the ruggedness, and overall value was a perfect fit for me. It's a niche product, but if you're watching this video, probably also have the same tendencies to actually want a product like this. Now this phone is the upgraded version of the V30, and that phone is pretty great judging by the reviews that I've seen and I've heard. DOOGEE has been around for around 10 years, so I'm quite confident in the DOOGEE products. Also, I may be pronouncing DOOGEE wrong, but yeah. If you want, I could call it DOOGEE, but I think DOOGEE sounds cooler. So I got the rose gold version. I was going to get the marble version, but I heard that the quality of it was not very good, even though it did look cool in the pictures. I think it's discontinued at this point, but this one is actually very nice, so I'm happy that I got it. So let's talk about the LCD screen. It is 6.58 inches big, but the actual phone is like 7 inches from side to side. The screen is an IPS LCD made of Gorilla Glass. It has a 120 Hz refresh rate, but you can go into settings, and if you search refresh, you'll be able to actually change the refresh rate over here to 60 Hz or 90 Hz in order to save battery life. Right now I have it set to 120. From my experience so far, the colors were very vibrant, and I did enjoy them a lot. I'm just a little disappointed that I didn't get an OLED screen. I do like the OLED screens a lot better. In the sun, this actually does not get super bright, which is a little bit, it's disappointing because we'll probably be using this a lot outside in the sun. So that's something that I would like to see, I guess, improved upon next time. Now, as far as the ruggedness aspect of it, it is very rugged. As you can see, it has the rubber on top. It's very thick. A lot of these sides look like they're made to last, so that is pretty awesome. It's very chunky. However, the price of it being super thick and heavy also comes at that the mass is higher. And since the mass is bigger, if it does fall, it will hit harder. So just keep that in mind. It is 387 grams, and a lot of other phones are usually 200 grams. So that's something to keep in mind. It does have an IPX68 rating, which means that it can go underground, but it also has underwater. And it also has an IP69K rating, which means that it's sealed against water. And you can see that from the port on the bottom. Over here, it is sealed up to not let water in. And if you take a look also on the side, the SIM card port also does not let water in very well. It has this little rubber seal over here, and we'll take a look at that again later. It also does come with a screen protector to protect against, I guess, damage on the screen. However, it's this plastic screen protector, so I am not going to install it because I want the full glass experience. Therefore, I'm not going to install it. There are some screws on the exterior giving it like a beefy look. I'm not sure if that, adds in any way to the ruggedness of the phone, but I do think it's cool. Let's talk about some other physical attributes. It has a little notification icon right there, as you saw. It has a front-facing camera. It's got buttons on the side, volume, power, and on the other side, it's got a customizable button. The power button also doubles as a fingerprint reader. It has dual stereo speakers, so that's really nice to have. It gets very loud, so that's really a very good pro. The multifunction button on the side over here can be set up to do a lot of different things. When it's first, I guess in the beginning it's not set to anything, so let's change that, and we'll do, here it is, the option side key function. So one click, double click, and long press, you could set all of them, and here are the things you could do. You can open an app, or you can do a shortcut, start sound recording, open flashlight, screenshots, underwater camera, SOS, and game mode. So that's really nice. I'm just going to set it to open flashlight. That's pretty cool. And now when I go back and I press this button once, it'll turn on this flashlight. And I press it again and it turns off. So yeah, it turns on and off the flashlight now. I really do like the fact that it's easy to take out the SIM card and the micro SD card. I don't know what the second SIM card slot is. You don't even need a little tool for it. You just take it right out. The micro SD and SIM card go in there. It could be the second SIM card is an eSIM, electric SIM. So a SIM toolkit, maybe it's in here somewhere. So that's how you do it. As far as the cameras go, the front-facing camera actually is a Sony 32 megapixel camera. So that's pretty cool. On the back you have 3 different lenses, and you have 4 different LEDs. 2 of them are flash, 2 of them are the IR blasters, and there are 3 different cameras. The first camera is a 108 megapixel main camera. That's a lot of megapixels, but it's a pretty decent camera. It has a great sensor. The pictures are very sharp. It does 4K, and it's the pictures are very nice. On one side is a 20 megapixel camera for night vision. It has the IR blasters LED, so that way you can get good night shots. And then on the other side is the actual night sight camera, which is pretty cool. I'm sorry, that's the night sight camera, and the other side is the ultra wide camera. So the ultra wide camera also is around, I believe, 20 megapixel. It's a decent camera. Of course, it's not as high quality as the main camera. As you can see, it's running pretty much stock Android, but there are some changes. For example, if you were to come down here, you'll see there's a lot more options here than there are usually on stock Android. I'll turn this light off to make it easier to see. So yeah, you have a lot of different options, and you can always add some stuff. I have trouble coming down. I think if you swipe with 2 fingers, you're good to go. And you have the option to make it brighter and less bright. But if you hold down somewhere, you can start deciding what gets put where. So that's pretty nice. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I think it's this button right here. I'm in this button right here, and that way you could change what you want to be here. So if you want bedtime mode to go up here, in the main settings, you can have it there. And now bedtime mode is here somewhere. Where? I don't know. It's right there. Okay, there we go. And here is bedtime. This is a 5G unlocked phone, and it claims to have dual SIM, so that's pretty cool. Here's some more information about the phone. The ROM size is 256 gigabytes of storage. We have a 10,800 milliamp hour battery and a 6.58 screen and 1080 by 2.2408 screen, which is a very high resolution screen. It does have 8 gigabyte of RAM, 12 gigabyte of RAM plus 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Basically, this means that it swaps to the drive when it's not in use, so therefore it is able to take advantage of unused RAM space. The processor is the MediaTek Dimensity 1080 chipset. It's a mid-range processor, but runs smooth, and you're able to do multitasking with it, and I'll show you that right now. So, for example, if I wanted to open the settings and the digital well-being at the same time, I would hold down here, and then you could split the screen, so that way you could have both of them open at the same time. This is really nice. You could have YouTube on top and something that you're working on the bottom. However, with a small screen like this, I'm not sure how worth it is. The battery is a quite incredible battery. It's 10,800 milliamp hours. It'll last 3 to 5 days in normal use. The power brick is very big and provides 66 watts of power, which is 20 volts at 3.25 amps, and can actually charge up your phone to 55% in less than 30 minutes. It's USB-C to USB-C charger, so that's pretty cool. The micro SD card can make the storage from 256 to 1 terabyte, which is pretty nice. Which is great for offline use, like hiking, movies, all that stuff. You can just pop in an SD card and you'll have all that. And in order to unlock it, you have the fingerprint unlocking. The camera's still on. Camera light is still on. You have the fingerprint unlocking. Oh, I'm still half in app mode. Let's just go out of this. Which way do I swipe? There we go. Just swipe up and I got rid of everything. Unlock works really well with the fingerprint. I think out of like 10 times, it like got it like 7 or 8 times. So that's pretty good. I use the Pixel 3a and it has about the same success rate as this. The face unlock does work really well, so I would recommend using the face unlock or just a pattern, whatever you think. I think for the price, this phone was well worth it, and I would recommend it. For my purposes, it's definitely like a 4.7 out of 5 stars. There is room for improvement, but I would still recommend it. Thanks for watching.